Hello friends, and welcome to this week's sketchbook tour. I'm gonna give you a heads up, this is gonna be a low energy sketchbook tour. Please don't be alarmed if I sound exhausted. I've had a really tough week. I shared a little bit in my most recent post about that. I can link that below. Um, it's been tough, and going back to work has been tough, which I was expecting, and there was a mix-up with my finances at work that has led to a really stressful week for me. Um, then at the end of the week on my days off, I decided to start taking some anti-anxiety medication that's been sitting in my drawer for a couple weeks, and I tend to react quite strongly to these types of medications. So I've had a rough day just taking it last night, and I wasn't sure if I was even gonna film this, but I'm like, let's just do it. It's like we're just gonna do it, and I'm gonna have this monotone voice. I'm sorry, because I do really want to show you what I've been working on. All right, so here we go. It is truly my greatest goal that one of these days you're gonna open the sketchbook tour, and I'm gonna tell you that things are better. That's really what I hope for. I'm really ready for this time of like hardship to be over. It can't last forever, right? So I'm gonna start with the park. I have been spending a lot of time at this park and a new park that I found that I love that has many more ducks and some mallard ducks. So my plan today was to go and feed them. Unfortunately, I was completely knocked out by side effects, so I didn't, but there's always tomorrow. I had the foresight to take this medication the last shift I had, right after my last shift, so I have 2 days off to deal with any side effects that might come up. Then we have our haunted house, which is a coloring page, and I actually started doing it this week. I'm just gonna grab it, it's right in front of me here. I did a bunch and they all failed, so I just ended up cutting this one out. And I did this, and I really like the pencil texture for the stone. I thought that was really cool. I still am not finished, but this was really fun to color. Even though I drew it and colored it myself already, I found it fun. So if you're looking for a coloring page, this is a good one. It is. There's enough details and like small things and also bigger things to keep your attention. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back. Okay, so now we are in the haunted house. This was really fun to draw, like a lot of fun to draw. I'm still not completely done filling in the paintings. We got some creepy twins here, some 3 black cats, ballet slippers, a cage, this person, who knows what's going on there. That's a well, spider webs, full moon, creepy things under the stairs, pumpkins. She grabbed a lot of snacks, okay? Like you would too, right? Like you would see this snack table and just collect everything you can. I'm gonna move this down and I'm gonna zoom in because let's appreciate the spread, okay? Still learning to draw light. So the candles, kind of a fail. Like I should have done that thing I'm doing where I draw like the bubble of light. Instead I just did a lighter color in the background, which didn't really translate well. But I'm having a fun time like drawing Halloween costumes. So I thought this could be a good opportunity to do that. These are literal marzipan and pumpkin ghosts that I did already buy for Canadian Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving, but I went to my sister's and we got some Halloween themed stuff. And then there's just like cookies and cakes and fruit, and some like elixirs. I don't know. And what did I write? This one's a love elixir, and this one just says like, this is just for your enjoyment, and that one's a love elixir too. A lot of love elixirs going on in this table. Don't even know what a love elixir is, but it's made its way. And then this, I really want to show you this because this is actually me. I wanted this to be kind of like a haunted by your past kind of stairwell. That was my plan, and I'll show you the original drawing. The reference photo has slipped away from me, but I don't have a lot of pictures of myself from when I'm a kid. I have like little memory box here, okay? And a lot of stuff has been lost just from me not having a home for so long. And I have like all this stuff from my like past and my childhood, like this Tamagotchi that's probably bleeding battery acid. And in it, there's like, this is full of like pins and little things from, I used to play the triangle when I was like 5. And that's where I got the ballet slippers, because these are so gross. I really do apologize, but these are from when I was a kid. I used to do ballet. I hated it so much at the end that I started like hiding my tights and saying that I lost them and I couldn't go. But I did enjoy it for a time. I had some pictures, and this is the first day of high school with me and my sister. And I wore that flower in my hair for a really long time, and then my dad started making fun of me for it, so I went. But this is the last time I went trick-or-treating, and I was 14 years old, I think. Yeah, I think I was 14 years old the last time I went trick-or-treating. So the last time you go trick-or-treating is kind of a pivotal moment when you're in North America, because it's for kids. So like 14 is a little bit old, but me and my friends, I remember talking, I think it was my mom who's like, you gotta go now because it's the last time you can go and you'll regret it if you don't. So this was my witch costume, and I went trick-or-treating for the last time when I was 14 years old. And yeah, that's me walking down the stairs right there. I decided to sneak it in. So that's kind of that theme. And then we have the potions room, of course, and we have some monsters coming on out. There we go. And this is in Disneyland. When I was 28, I asked my dad if I had any interest when I was younger, because I was doing like some kind of therapy exercise, and he told me that I didn't have any interests and he couldn't get me interested in anything, okay? Cut to like my mom giving me a bunch of like school assignments and photos of me. And in every school assignment, we're asked what I wanted to do, what I liked doing. Obviously, we know the answer. I said I wanted to draw, do comic books, and save animals. That was like all I wanted to do, was save animals and draw. This is from, I don't know, middle school. It's a drawing of what I want to do when I grow up, and that is an animal sanctuary and me drawing comic books. This is what I do now. I rescue cats and I draw comic books. It's like, this is what I've always wanted to do. And when I was younger and I used to move around, I used to apply for volunteer positions at animal sanctuaries. Like, this is always what I've wanted to do. I don't know what my dad was talking about. It's clear as day, like in so much documentation of me saying I want to do this. And I forgot too until I was about 25 that I even liked to draw. So this is how I used to draw. This is basically the same character right here. We can look at the evolution. This is probably really boring, but when I was traveling, I couldn't buy things because I only had a backpack, so my souvenirs were always really small. So I'd buy like tiny little things, and I would buy pin badges. So I collected pin badges, and I used to have these on a board. This is my Cineplex Odeon Training for Excellence pin. But there's a little Gryffindor badge. Like, I have like every country I went to, I got a little pin. So that was I just don't know what they're in here right now, but usually they're on like a big bulletin board. So just going on tangents here. I really like the color scheme. Okay, I really like I started it here with this like bronze. It's called bronze, this color, mixed with like the orange. I love that contrast. Like the cools mixed with like the really warm colors. I love it. So we're just eating one of our donuts. I want you to know that she for sure has more food in her bag. Okay, she's like keeping it for later. And yeah, so these monsters come out. It's not like the anxiety monster, okay guys, these are different. They just look the same. These are demons. So she's gonna go ahead and run from those. So this haunted house just got a little bit scarier as she's being chased by demons. It's very on the nose, I know. I feel like I'm fighting for my life here with my mental illness right now, so I just wanted to show that. I'm really been trying so hard to get better for so long. Trying everything I can. That's why I finally started trying medications this month, because it's like I've got nothing else, we're gonna try this. So this is just me trying to fight off all the things, whether it's being worried about my future, haunted by my past, like difficulty staying in the present, negative thoughts, because like since I've been dealing with this stuff, I've become so much more negative, and it's such a fight to feel positive or be positive, which was so important to me before. So yeah, this is just fighting. Okay, And it goes from like being really scared and terrified of yourself, which is like, that's what I've experienced having anxiety. Like, I'm afraid of my own body, to be honest, because you have panic attacks and they come out of nowhere and they're really scary and it's literally coming from you. And it's like, it's scary, scary experience. And you can continue to be completely terrified by yourself, or you can try and fight back. You know, where the true way out though is you have to accept them, like actually accept them. You know, you have to fully accept that it's happening. If I could go back in time, I would accept it faster, because I probably spent the first, if it started in 2020, like to get really bad, I was in denial until like the end of 2021. So like I spent a lot of time being like, this is not happening to me. I'm not doing this. I don't want to deal with this. Well, if I'd maybe just been like, okay, this is happening to me, I'm sick and I need to get help, I probably would have maybe gotten help sooner, wouldn't have suffered so much. But yeah, there's no use thinking like that anyway, because it's over. But I think that recently, and we'll see how I react to this medication, I guess. So the next page, we have conquered some of these beasts, and we're like doing get that dirt off your shoulder kind of. I did take reference photos to be able to draw this that are pretty funny, but I don't know if I kept them on my phone. So we feel good. We've defeated them. We have a new scrunchie in. Don't know where that came from. New pink scrunchie in our hair. And this is not where this was supposed to be going, but I decided I wanted to draw a costume room, because I decided every now and then with this comic book, I just feel like drawing clothes. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. Costume. The mirrors were tough. I don't really know how to draw reflections very well. I'm like, should I make it blurry? And then I just drew it literally. So I'm going to finish coloring that in. We have Daenerys here, just random wigs, some crowns, some pumpkins, some like different costume stuff. And that's supposed to be based on like Rhaenyra's black and red dresses. Then we got some demons coming out of the mirror, some bats. Someone's making like this is like a high-end costume shop, okay? It's not like a Value Village $20 comes in a bag. This is like tailor-made costumes, okay, for rich people. Because I wasn't planning on drawing this, and because I drew it so small, this is so small, I had to use Micron 003s, which is like, this is the size of the nib. It's like, I wonder if it'll focus. I don't know if you can see. This is the size of the nib. It is so small. And if it's not new, it like can't draw very straight or well. So that was a challenge. Okay, and then the next little bit I started yesterday, but it's gonna be a little costume montage. Okay, she's gonna be like trying on different costumes. So this is Wanda Maximoff, WandaVision, like the costume version, not the real life. Gandalf, a vampire. And if you have suggestions for the next three, I was thinking maybe like Galadriel, kind of showing like shows that I've been watching. But let me know what you think. I will take your suggestions, and then maybe one of the costumes you suggest will end up here. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for the costumes, and I want to draw them like the costumes are breaking out of the boxes. Then they're not gonna like be cut off. They're gonna be like the full. Maybe I can make some stickers out of them. That'd be cool. Yeah, which leads me to we're done. Let's have a little sketch here of the haunted house. Leads me to my next point. If you are a Creative Care Pack patron and you got my post this week, what I've decided to do, just based on messages, is we're gonna skip this month's reward, and I'm gonna, instead of suspending your memberships, I'm going to just send 2 rewards next month, because I'm gonna be making 5 or 6 prints out of my comic book. So I have to decide. So I'm working on, I think I already chose them, to be honest, but like gonna pick some frames. Maybe some of them will be an entire page, and I'm gonna make 5 prints to send you over the next 5 months or 4 months, I guess. So let me know if you're not comfortable with that because you didn't message me or you didn't agree to that. Please let me know. I'm willing to work with you guys. It's either like I suspend it for everyone or no one. So let me know. You could always pause your membership too. And that's the plan. Thank you so much for watching my low energy sketchbook tour. I really hope that things get better. I really am hoping for better days. I know I'm not the only person struggling. It's a tough time to be alive right now for a lot of reasons. So just hang in there. And yeah, I do have confidence things will get better. It's really just about hanging on at this point. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a really good Halloween. And I want to get these, I should talk on that point too, actually. I really want to get these costumes done because I'm a little scared that once we get into November, I won't be as committed to the whole haunted house costumes aesthetic. So I'm going to try and finish them this week, you know, and then we'll be out of the haunted house and we'll move on. I have some plans. I'm really excited where we're going next because we might be going back to the forest, which would be, I think, would be really cool. And I was thinking specifically of like this place here that I drew here, because this drawing I did is like a place that I go literally when I'm feeling bad. I like go to this cave with books and food and a sleeping bag and like lighting. I like go here when I want to calm down because I love the idea of whatever this is. So we might go back and explore that a little bit, which is on the same island as that cabin that we love so much, which is, it's kind of the only thing I'm thinking of actually redrawing in this comic book is this cabin. Like, I think if I redraw anything, and the point is not that everything is perfect, like the point was my art style was supposed to get better as I went, so, but I kind of do want to redraw the cabin because I just struggled so much with the floors and the boards and everything, and I don't know, it could be interesting, but I might just leave it as well. Anyways, that's blabbering, and thank you so much for watching, and that's all I have to say for now. Have a nice couple weeks.